everyone. Today I'd like to talk to you about a particular cash flow positive area that many of you have been targeting for some opportunities. This area that I'm referring to is called Gladstone. Now, as you know, or many of you would already know, billions of dollars are being invested into Gladstone, and it's making it a really exciting area for opportunities. However, there are a couple of things I'd like to bring to your attention because, hey, I get passionate about this and I'd really just like to make you aware of everything that's going on. Whether you choose to go ahead, at least you know a couple of the pitfalls. There are developers in Gladstone right now that are selling fully furnished apartments or houses to investors and are showering you with rental appraisals of somewhere up from $900 a week onwards. Now that makes it really attractive, and with the depreciation and depreciating all the furniture, it can be a lucrative little opportunity for you. So I'm all for that. Having said that though, what I'd like to bring to your attention is the rental market. Now everybody that rents generally has furniture. I understand with all the infrastructure going on and all the billions of dollars being invested into Gladstone, a lot of companies are leasing these fully furnished apartments or houses, or it's corporates or managers that are personally leasing them furnished because it's just easier for them. They're only there for short-term contracts. What I'd like to make you aware of is A, you're actually reducing your ability to rent your property. You're now only limiting it to a small slice of the rental population who want to rent a furnished property. So what you need to consider is what will your property rent for if you took all the furniture out. Let's say hypothetically there's a downturn and you can't rent your fully furnished apartment or property. What would you get for it in rent if you took all the furniture out? That's the first thing. The second thing I'd like you to consider is when it comes to actually renting that property to the corporates, well, they might only be there for a 3 to 6 month contract. So therefore, your property manager needs to find you another company to rent it for another 6 month period. The problem with that, if you're receiving $900 a week rent for your fully furnished property, well, that property manager generally up there, they're charging they're generally charging 2 weeks as a rental leasing fee to you for finding you a new tenant. Now, if you're actually getting $900 a week, you'd be paying the property manager 2 weeks. That's $1,800 just to find you a tenant. Now, imagine if you had to do that twice a year. That's close to $4,000 that you have to pay for just having a tenant in your property. That doesn't include, rates, any land tax, any body corporate fees, any other expenses that go with that property. So you could end up having a very negatively geared property just because of the high turnover of tenants. So let me recap. 2 things you need to consider. If you're going to go fully furnished, be mindful that you are limiting the number of people that can rent your property. And secondly, consider the high turnover of tenants on short-term leases and therefore, the cost of having short-term tenants. So until next time, look, make sure you do all your research, make sure the deal stacks up for you. I understand, depreciation can be very attractive, but just consider those 2 things. As a rule of thumb, let me tell you, Gladstone is generally a capital growth area. Capital growth that is slightly negative, or for some investors neutral. If you are finding cash flow, it's because there's something unique about it. And if there's something unique about that property, is it actually going to work for you or is it going to work against you?